Okay, well, I'm up in Sydney. I'm going to do the Bondi to Manly Coastal Walk. It's about 6:45. I'm at Bondi. It's going to be a warm day. This place is already heaving. There's people everywhere. So I'm not real keen taking video here. The sun's just coming up. It's about a, I don't know, 80, 90k walk. I'm going to do it in 3 days. I've only got 3 days. So yeah, let's get out of Bondi before it gets too busy. This isn't my cup of tea, really. Alright, that's Bondi Beach. Gone. Hopefully got away before the, I think I got away before the worst of the crowds. That white building in the middle distance over there, that's Bondi Icebreakers. North Bondi. Now I'm going up here. I haven't seen anything resembling a track marker yet, but I'm sure I'll find one somewhere. There's the first sign. Actually, it's the second. There's a bit of, looks like there's going to be a lot of road walking on this walk, which means I'll be looking at the map a fair bit. So the trail markers are pointing me off the main road. Well, the bigger road, just down there. That's the view down towards Coogee, by the way. I'm climbing up a side of water treatment plant. I assume this is the right road. It's where the sign pointed. So there we go. That's just a glimpse of the harbour down there, and there's the harbour bridge. We're going over that tomorrow, hopefully. I'm going up there into the sun. I'm hoping I get a little bit more of this. There's the Tasman Sea out there. It looks like I'm going to be walking this little reserve for a little while. I think it's called Rally Reserve. It's all pretty good. I think I walked about, I don't know, probably done about 2.5 k's, and probably 1.5 of them have been on roads. I suspect this walk's going to be being pretty much in the middle of our biggest city. I suspect there's going to be a fair bit of walking beside roads. Anyway, it's all good. It's part of the experience. And at least I'm away from the crowds now. So I've just walked off the trail 100 metres into a park, and that's the view. That's pretty awesome. Obviously I'll be walking around that shoreline in another few hours. First of all, I'm heading up this way. Too shabby. So they don't want you climbing over the fence there. So we've got this little contraption with a mirror peering over the cliff. So you can see the water surging at the bottom. So I'm guessing this is the first of the old kind of military installation, the old forts that I'm going to see. So I'm going to be walking past these old places all the way over to Manly and North Head. If I had to guess, and that's all it is, I'd say that's North Head. I'd say that's where I'm going to be a couple of days' time, and that city with the high rises, or that suburb with the high rises in the distance on the other side of the water is Manly, which is hopefully where I'll get to tomorrow night. Doesn't look very far, does it? So that little stylised whale icon is the official track marker. It's the first one I've noticed, about 6 k's in. And 1 survivor. So I'm about to walk into Sydney Harbour National Park, I think it is. And there's an e-bike down there on the cliff, hadn't made it. Not ideal with the sun. Suddenly fairly peaceful, well, except for the plane coming in Mascot. Back in the suburbs, a little bit more, a bit nicer than Bondi. Oh, for me. So it's only fairly early. Find one of these beaches later on today. It's only about probably 9:15, something like that. Some stage today I'm going to find a beach like this and have a swim there. Preferably somewhere I can have a shower afterwards. So this one's aimed at Sydney. They must have been expecting travel from Sydney town in the old days. So I'm heading out towards South Head now. I think it's the South Head Heritage Trail. So you probably noticed it's a beautiful day. They're predicting a low level heat wave up here next 3 days. But the temperature's not too bad. They're predicting 30 today, 30 tomorrow, and then low 30s on the next day, I think. So we should be able to manage with that. It's almost perfect weather for walking, really. So that little stretch of sand down there is Lady Bay Beach, I think it is. That's their clothing optional beach in the national park. And this is I'm heading around. I'm on South Head, so I'm just on a little loop walk now, and I'll start heading back towards Sydney. I'm heading the opposite way, and that is Manly on the other side of the heads over there. I gather this is an old lighthouse keeper or something back in the day. Used to live there, I guess. this is that Lady Bay beach. Quite a nice little beach. Probably feel like we're naked blokes in about another hour or so. Film this beach a little bit because everyone's got their clothes on. So I'm on the harbour now, so these beaches are stunning. I'm going to go past a series of these. Like I said earlier, when I get to one with a cold beach shower, I'm going to have a swim. So I'm thinking I'm in Woollahra now. Progress has been made. I think I've walked a bit over 10 k's this morning. I'm just cruising along. Just stopped for a orange juice and some banana bread before. That's hardcore walking. It's just a little bit too early for lunch. What a spot to sit and eat fish and chips, eh? Now if I wanted to cheat, jump on that, that'll get me back to Circular Quay pretty quick. It's a cool little bridge. So this is Parsley Bay, I believe. So I'm walking through the leafy streets of Vaucluse at the moment. I think I'm heading towards another beach, or another bay anyway. That's the ferry coming in from Double Bay, or Watson's Bay. I've walked around that coast there. Still got a fair way to go. Oh. Getting a bit close to Sydney, but there's been a few tracks closed. This one looks like it's closed for construction, this beach. There's been a few boardwalks closed because of the weather, because all the rain they've had up here. Mind you, this is a nice little alternative. It's getting a bit warm now, so these trees got a nice shade. So I'm in Sydney Harbour. I'm walking along Sydney Harbour National Park again now. Have been for a little while. It's very nice. So that might be the first look at the Opera House for today. Oh, there's a big cruise boat in behind it too. It's like a Celebrity X boat. You can see the harbour poking, the harbour bridge poking out over the top. About halfway through, maybe not quite halfway through today's walk. So this amazing little beach is Milk Beach. It's in the National Park. Looks like the secret's out, but it's regard. Nice little bit of sand, beautiful swimming. You can see the harbour bridge over there. There goes the seaplane. Here's the next little bolt-hole beach. I just need one of these places to have a freshwater shower so I can wash the salt off, and I'm in. Freshwater drain. So I'm thinking that bigger beach, which is probably outside the national park, I might have what I'm looking for. I might have a shower so I can have a swim. So the walk goes up that beside that drain up there. I'm going to take a bit of a alternate. So I reckon the best chance of me finding a beach shower is down in this park down there. And it's certainly time for a swim. There's the harbour bridge over there. That was Rose Bay. Which you might have guessed, seeing I'm not wet, the camera's not showing me, with a big smile on my face. No beach shower here. So I'm going to push on. I think the next one might be Double Bay. Next big one, so maybe I'm a shot there. I think you can see the seaplane coming in there. Fucking lifestyles that are rich and shameless around here, I tell you. The only people working I see are tradies and gardeners. And so, what is it today? Today's Thursday. The reservation a little bit. It's there's always, it goes beeping then. There's been a bit of a difference in the All Trails route and the track marking, if you could call it track marking, along the way. So sometimes I've found myself on alternative paths. This is one of those spots. I'm just making my way between, I think it's Rose Bay and Double Bay. Anyway, it's all good. So I've just had a look at a map. This is actually Point Piper. So this is where Mr. Turnbull had his residence. I wonder if he's camping out in the Troopy while he does his reno. I was pretty right with the lifestyles and the rich and the shameless before. So this is 7 Shillings Beach. Looking really good for a shower, isn't it? Well, I found Nirvana. I've got a beach. It's even got a shark cage around it. But better still, I've got a shower. I'm in. I'm feeling nice and refreshed. I've just had a swim at 7 Baskets Beach and had a nice shower, a drink, and something to eat. So time to make a move and head towards the CBD. Next stop, I want to check out this little swimming kind of beach rock hole thing, rock pool they've got in Darling Harbour on the other side of the harbour bridge if I get a chance. So we'll see how that goes. Time to leave paradise though. So this is the Mayrose pool. So what a nice place. Little kiosk, showers, perfect. Alright, I'm going to head back and get over to Sydney. Keep going. So I'm at the Darling Point, well, near the Darling Point ferry terminal. The bridge is looking a lot closer. Opera House is there to the left. There's a bit of a, I suppose, the easterly breeze coming in off the water, so it's taking the edge off the heat a bit. This is, I think it's called Hyde Park. So it's not on the All Trails route, but it's way marked, so it'll do me. It's nice and shady. So I'm just making my way around Rushcutters Bay now. Then I'll go over that headland there somewhere, or across it somewhere, and then I'll be pretty well at the rocks. I'll be with Macquarie's chair, but everything will be getting real then. The Harbour Bridge and the Opera House will be very close. Oh, what a joy. It's getting a bit feral now. I'm weaving in and out of backyards and laneways, and you got to really watch the map. I'm hoping I'm not walking into the back of someone's apartment soon. So I'm in Woolloomooloo now. It's getting pretty touristy. Pretty touristy. So I'm on a bit of an alternate again. I'm going to climb up onto the top of these cliffs in a minute and get back on the All Trails route. This is quite pleasant walking down here though. So that's a fairly famous swimming pool in Sydney. That's the Andrew Boy Charlton pool. One day when I get a bit more time, I might do a few laps in there, or maybe just hang out and lay in the sun for a while. So I've arrived at Mrs. Macquarie's chair. This is carved out of the stone from one of the, I think she's the governor's wife. The view she had, which isn't too shabby. And this is the view I'm going to get as I walk around this corner here, which isn't too shabby either. I'll try and keep it going if it doesn't flatten the GoPro. There's the iconic view. That's looking a bit closer now. Swing around the end of it, we'll get a good view of the Harbour Bridge. There's that Celebrity X ship. I think that's the one, possibly the one I saw coming in the harbour this morning. And there you go. Got to walk over that tomorrow and head all along that side of the harbour. I'm going a little bit off-piste again, a bit feral. So the walk actually keeps going over the harbour bridge and then across and down the other side of the harbour. And I'm staying up near Hyde Park. So there's an alternative that you can go do a loop of Sydney through the rocks and then Darling Harbour. So it's I don't think it's marked. It's definitely not on all trails. So I've got a map and I've got plenty of time, so we'll give it a go. And the advantage of that is I can finish at Hyde Park and start at Hyde Park in the morning. This area now of kind of Circular Quay, bottom of Sydney, near the harbour. This is a historic area, a lot of old pubs and historic buildings here. This is Cadman's Cottage. And this is where I'll leave the route that I'll be following tomorrow and try and weave my way through the rocks. This could be interesting. Yeah, I'm already lost. I get across the expressway to the other side of the start of the bridge, if that makes any sense. So I'll see how I go. I know I had to do it a long way around, but I think there's a shorter, more interesting route. Anyway, we'll see if I can find it. Well, I'm successfully beneath the bridge to the other side. More or less, I'm right under it at the moment. I'm pretty sure Midnight Oil had a concert here way back in the day. I think it's 10 to 1 day, so it would have been late 80s, I'm guessing. Pretty sure it was up against one of these sandstone walls. So I'm heading towards the Rangaroo. I think that big shiny building up there is Packers Folly. I think that's part of the casino. I'm not sure what the go is there. They lost their license, I think. And I think he had to sell his share or something. I'm not sure where it stands at the moment. So this is that little rock pool I was talking about west of the harbour bridge. So I'm in. Trouble is there's no shower, but I've only got about a couple of k's to get back to the room. Some big yachts. Industrial area with sandstone. These sandstone slabs. It's nice. Nice looking, it's a nice feel about it. So I'm still making my way down the Darling Harbour promenade. So very busy, so I haven't been videoing much. It's like that yacht race. Maybe drawing people in, or maybe it's always this busy, I don't know. It's a Thursday night. I suppose they're right on the CBD, so a lot of office workers probably come down for a drink. That's where I'm going to leave the water for a bit and try and cut across towards Hyde Park. We'll see how we go. Okay, I made it along Liverpool Street. That was busy. So now I'm in Hyde Park. I'm going to call the walk soon when I get down to the Bathurst Street gates. I'm just going to walk walk up past the War Memorial, or the Anzac Memorial first. Okay. That's me, I'm calling it. I'm in Hyde Park on the, I think it's the Bathurst Street exit. I hope it is. I'm hoping my hotel's down here somewhere. Did 38 k's today. A nice warm Sydney day. A couple of swims, which is a bonus. This is a really nice walk, but one thing you've got to know, there's a lot of road walking. So not walking on roads, but walking on footpaths beside busy roads. So it's far from a bushwalk as such, but I suppose I'm in the guts of our biggest city, so got to expect that. It is a little surprising how much quiet time I got. There were spots where it was quiet and I was on my own, so that was good. Anyway, I'm going back home for a shower and something to eat. And day 2 tomorrow, hopefully I'll get to Manly. We'll see how that goes.